Hello everyone, Engineer Pat 5290 coming to you with a very late March Q&A response video. I apologize for this. This past month I had some unforeseen circumstances that I had to get worked out, but they have all been worked out and everything is fine now. So I do apologize on this, but we do have some Q&A responses that I'd like to go over. I'm just moving the camera a little bit. It's not too many this month. It's Trayman 1993 and RDG Rails. They're the only two that participated this month. Thank you, gentlemen, for participating this past month. The Wide Vision Caboose or the Cupola, both of those are unique. Do you like going to the zoo? As a kid, I did. I always liked seeing the animals and spending time with family, and of course, having a nice picnic lunch. Favorite thing about the N&W and Southern High Hood locomotives? It's the cab. The cab is what makes it stand out. It was the cab design that EMD implemented, well, actually designed back in the 60s and 70s. They really nailed the EMD cab for the high hoods. EMD nailed it 100%. But out of the two, the Southern scheme looked the best on it. Favorite car vehicle of all time now, if it's more like the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, well, for the 50s, 57 Chevy Bel Air. The 60s, I'd have to go with the 65 Mustang and also the 65 Impala. For the 70s, the 1972 Chevelle and also the 75 Nova with 327 small block. Also with Cal induction as well. For the 80s, I have to go with the 82 Camaro, and also for the 90s, I'd have to go with the Chevrolet pickup trucks. And also the 90s to early 2000s Dodge Rams. Favorite thing about the Denver, Rio Grande, and Western narrow gauge steam engines like the K27, the narrow gauge is awesome, and plus there's not very much of it left. There's not very many sections of it left. So let me tell you something. That's a really, really cool little section there. Do you think NS should do another Conrail heritage like the CRQ scheme? I would not mind seeing that again, especially on an ex-Conrail locomotive. Some people have asked me to follow up a question on this. Do you like the can opener or the quality scheme better? Some people may think I'm crazy, but it's CRQ. It's just because of the way the scheme looks. I've always liked it. But the can opener is good because that was original Conrail. Thoughts on the TGV? That's a pretty cool train. That's a pretty cool train. Now, the SD18 or the SD24, both of them because they are very unique. And RDG Rails ends this one with a good list of questions. Thank you both very much. Do you think NS should paint another ES44 into Southern one like the Southern 3170 at the TVRM? No. If it's going to be a Southern locomotive, it has to be an original Southern locomotive in my book. Now, favorite BC rail scheme? All three of their schemes, because it was the green scheme, I call it the shades of green, the red, white, and blue scheme, and the blue and white. All their schemes looked good. Thoughts on the NKP 190 being restored? Let's go. Glad to see that's happening. Now, the SD40 or the GP38AC. Now, the GP38AC was purchased both by the Southern and the Northern Western, and same with the SD40. That one had AC traction. It was just a straight 38 with AC traction. Those are not talked about very often anymore. And the SD40 obviously was great anyway. Both of those were great locomotives. Have you seen a snoot nose? Only in models. Only in models. But UP had some through the I think they bought them with the snoot nose, and I know who else had the snoot nose? UP. I think Southern Santa Fe had some. There were some that had the snoot noses, but it's not many. It was not many. So this nose extended a little bit more to give the crew, I guess, a little bit more protection. Favorite retired NSGE C39-8. The Jeep 50 or the Jeep 60s, both very successful locomotives by EMD. Do you have a favorite dinosaur? Now, this is the first time that someone has asked me this. I like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Stegosaurus, and also the Pterodactyl. The Pterodactyl is a really cool bird. Should other roads make a law enforcement unit? Oh, absolutely, 100%. Now, the Chicago, Burlington, Quincy, or the Rock Island. I like the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy for their passenger schemes, and also for the Rock Island, I like the red and black scheme, and also their bankruptcy blue scheme. So that was a short and quick March Q&A prompt. Just would like to thank you to both of the guys who participated. I will also get April's underway as well. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'd like to thank you so much for watching.